Hey everybody, it's Dawn again. Back in the kitchen, y'all. Back in the kitchen. So guess what? Tonight, I am excited to do this pound cake for you guys. I already know, you guys already know what it is because you saw the label, you know, the name, okay? But I will repeat it. And we are gonna make an Oreo cookie pound cake. Oh my gosh. Exciting. I love Oreo cookies. Now, this recipe calls for just your regular original Oreo cookie. I actually prefer the double stuff. I know y'all like the double stuff. I love the double stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and just make this, you know, the original one for the cake. I'm sure it's gonna be just as good though, okay? So I have all my ingredients before me, guys. I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna do tonight. And I'm excited. So of course we have the family pack of Oreo cookies, okay? And also I'm going to add about 2/4 cups of the Oreo cookie pudding, okay? Instant pudding here. This is actually the 4.2 box, but I didn't want to put all of it in there because I really am aiming to make sure that this cake is very moist, okay? So I just feel like with a lot of the cake flour and this and, you know, it's like, you know, I don't know. I want it to be very moist. So anyway, I'm gonna try out and just put like maybe 2/4 cup of the pudding there. I also have my 3 cups of sugar. We have our 5 eggs that we'll be cracking, and we'll be, of course, adding one at a time. We have our 3 sticks of butter, okay, that are at room temperature. We also have 1 cup of regular milk, or you use whatever milk you want. This is a cup of milk that we'll be using as well, and it's room temperature. And then I also have the cake flour. So this is 3 cups of our Swan's Down. And in this, I have already added the instant pudding. I've also added a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and I added 1/4 teaspoon of salt, okay? And I have already sifted this as well, okay? Now, Swan's Down, you know, I'm sure you guys already heard that it already comes pre-sifted, but because I added those other ingredients, I wanted to make sure that it was thoroughly incorporated into the whole cake flour, okay? So that's all here, and this is ready to go as well. We are also going to be using some vanilla extract, okay? So I'll be using some clear vanilla extract, okay? Because I don't want it to color the cake. You know, the Oreos are already gonna kind of make it a little brownish, like a little beige looking color, but I felt like the clear would be better, okay? So we're gonna use some vanilla extract, and I'm also gonna use, this is a product that I've been using. It's the Magic line. And this one, I usually use the cream bouquet. That was the one that, you know, I was first introduced to, so I was using that, which is amazing. But then I went back to my bakery supplier, and I saw that she had different flavors of the same, you know, company. And so this one is a butter vanilla. So, oh my gosh, that may be delicious. It smells good as well. And I was like, instead of doing the cream bouquet this time, I'm gonna try this butter vanilla. And so we're gonna add this to the batter as well. So we're gonna go for this flavor. You know, I want it to be very tasty. I want it to be moist. And so another thing I'm gonna add, which typically it doesn't really call for this, but I wanted to add this because I wanted to make sure that we have that creamy taste, and I like cream cheese. So we're gonna add some cream cheese also to this. So when I go in, I go to cream the butter, I'm gonna add about maybe, I would say, I don't know, we'll see. I'm just gonna add maybe like a teaspoon of it, or maybe 2, or maybe a tablespoon. I think I'll do a tablespoon of the cream cheese, and then we'll go ahead and mix that together. And yeah, so I think, of course, I have my cake pan here that I will be thoroughly spraying with Baker's Joy. Okay, so we'll make sure we get that done as well. And I'm also going to chop up the Oreos. You could do between 15 to 20 Oreos if you want. Just grind them up. You can also put them in a big bag, like a gallon bag, and you can just kind of chop them up, you know, with a spoon or rolling pin, just to make them very fine. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use my handy dandy little mini chopper here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them in here. I'm probably gonna do about I'm gonna do about 15 cookies. Okay, I'm gonna do about 15. I don't want it to be, the cake to be overwhelmed. You know, of course we want the flavor of the Oreo cookie, but I want to make sure that, you know, it's a nice balance, right? And not an overpowering, like all I taste is cookies, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a cake, right? So anyway, so these are my little, you know, add-ins I'm doing and just trying to make it my own, you know? So I'm excited about this. And I'm also gonna do a glaze, but I'm also going to add, and look guys, I am not even all that creative, honestly, right? But when I'm doing these, it's fun, and I'm like, you know, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. So things just popping up in my head. And so what I'm gonna do is, I actually bought this. So this is frosting, and it's Oreo cookie frosting with the little shakes on top, little cookies on top. But what I'm gonna do is this, I'm gonna actually put this in one of my bakery little bags here, and I'm going to actually make like little, I guess you could say little flowers, but I'm gonna try, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing it, and we're gonna see it's gonna be very beautiful. I can already vision it, you know, and I'm gonna put little cookies on top. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this. I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as possible, because I know y'all do not wanna be looking at no long videos, be like 45, 50 minutes, an hour video. No, so I want my videos to be at least no more than 35 minutes, but forgive me if I go like 40, because I think this cake is gonna take a little time. Anyway, I appreciate you guys joining, and let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start adding the butter here. You guys already know, 3 sticks of butter. Ain't nothing like this butter, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and cream this for like maybe 2 minutes. And then after I cream for about 2 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in the sugar. So this, I'm gonna go ahead and just mix it like maybe like on a 5 or 6. Then when I start, and then I'll start adding the sugar. And then once it's all in, I have to speed it up a little bit faster. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cream it for like about 10 minutes, okay? I'll set a timer, and then we'll get that done, okay? And then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop it so that I can scrape down my sides. Okay, it's important to do that. guys. I have to get used to my mixer here. I gotta remember to lock it. Cause I was wondering why was it like kind of like shaking. Because I didn't lock it. Okay, I gotta get used to that. I don't want to break this. Okay. It's funny because I'm putting it down already, but it's already fluffy. Goodness. Look at that. It's already fluffy. And it's only been like 5 minutes since I've been, but I'm gonna do it a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for the whole 10 minutes, okay? Because I want it nice and fluffy, nice and creamy. And more so because I did add the cream cheese as well, so. I'll make sure. Okay, so yeah, scrape down my sides and then we'll get started again. So we are done creaming. I am going to show you real quickly what it should look like. Is what you're looking for, the consistency. Careful, it's really creamy. It's really creamy, fluffy, lighter color, and it's nice and airy. So there's a lot of air in it, okay? That's what you want for your cake. A lot of air in it, okay? All right, so scraping my sides, it looks like we're good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this restarted, and we're gonna start adding the eggs one at a time. All right, so now I'm gonna start with the dry and the wet ingredients. And also the Oreo cookies as well, okay? So here's the milk. So we're gonna start with your dry, and we're gonna end with your dry, okay? So we're gonna add the dry first, and then I'll add milk, and I'll do that back and forth. So right before I finish my dry, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 cup of the Oreo cookies, okay? And then I'll end it with the flour. it. This also was preheated at 325. You're preheating your oven. So now we're ready to pour it in the pan. The pan thoroughly sprayed. You know, the Baker's Joy has flour in it too, so that helps it, of course, not to stick. Okay, an hour and 15 minutes. We'll check it. If we need more time, we'll give it more time. Okay. All right, so let's get to pouring here. Side on the tube, possible. Touch the tube. It smells like ice cream, guys. It smells like ice cream. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be so good. This is a lot of fun, just creating here. And I told my young adults that I was gonna make an Oreo cookie pound cake, and they all got all excited. They're like, really? Oh my god! And because they love cookies and cream, ice cream and shakes and stuff. So even my husband likes it, so but he's trying not to eat a lot of sweets. So he's like, why do you keep making these pound cakes in this house? You know, so because we're trying to stay away from sugar. I'm like, I'm sorry, sweetie. Discipline, self-control. Oh my goodness. All right, that's enough here. So now we just make sure that it is even all around. You don't want an uneven cake. Just like so kind of look. I'm gonna clean up a little bit here. Just the sides. I put burn in there. A little bit there. On this side. It's a little bit too. It's my bad. Alright, let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little shaky. Pan. So this should be not too much. Some people don't hit the bottom of these cakes because they don't want, you know, they don't get the ripples out. They don't want the cookies to attempt to float to the bottom or top. So I'm not gonna do. Well, I'll probably do a little bit pat, just a little pat, just a little pat. Okay, that's it. All right, so this is gonna go into the oven now for an hour 15 minutes, and then we'll be back when it's done. Hey, so the cake is out of the oven, and it looks really good. Look at that, nice and golden brown. It's very heavy. Now I had to cook it a little bit longer, so it was cooking for about an hour and like 22 minutes to be exact. Okay, I did try it at 110, and I put the toothpick, and it came out a little wet, so it was still. And even when I opened it, it was still jiggly a little bit. So I put it back in and cooked for another 10 minutes. Okay, so I inserted and came out clear. So hopefully it's done. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna let this cool for about 10-15 minutes. I think it actually had to cook a little longer because I added that cream cheese in there. And so I added more to it, and so it probably needed to cook a little bit longer. So anyway, we'll be back once it's all cool and ready to be flipped out of the pan. All right. It's time to flip it. So let's see. We're doing this together, guys. We're doing this together. So wherever the outcome, we're in this together, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Flip. Okay, I heard it go. I heard it go. Poof. All right, so we'll go ahead and set this down like so. Still kind of hot here. Okay. And we will go ahead and okay. All right, okay, so now, voila. Thank you for your support. Awesome. Yay. Wow. Look at this. Look at this cake, guys. Beautiful. Wow. Look at that. The Oreo cookie chips in there. Oh my gosh. It smells so good too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there it is, guys. Yay. It flipped out perfect. It looks perfect. And so yeah, so now we'll let this cool off a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and glaze it and decorate it. All right, it is time to glaze the cake, and we're gonna get a little decoration on it. So it's been cooling for about maybe almost an hour now. So it's a little still warm here in the middle, but it's not really hot. So it should be okay for the glaze to kind of melt over. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the glaze, and then we are going to use the frosting here that I have, and we're going to decorate it along with the Oreos. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with that first. Let's see here. And I have the parchment paper under here just in case the glaze dribbles off the cake and onto the plate. You know, but it's on a plate as well, but I'm going to remove this once I'm done decorating the cake. Okay. So this is my creation of an Oreo cookie pound cake. Voila. It needs to harden up a little bit, but other than that, let's see. So there Oreo cookie pound cake. Hey, looks so pretty. Okay, so here's a picture of it from the top. And then you also have your cookie crumbs in the middle down there. And there it is. Wow. Okay, y'all, I just did something else to it. Look at that. Ooh, I had a little bit more drizzle left. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, it is time to cut the cake. All right, here we go. So let's cut it. I'm not gonna cut it where the Oreos are. I'm just gonna cut it right here in the middle. Okay. Cutting the cake. Let's cut a nice little piece here. This feels nice and moist. I can feel the cookies in there though. All right, so let's take her out. All right, here we go. Ooh, look at that. Look at that cake. Wow, looks delicious. Let's plate it. Okay, so I have my testers waiting in the wings here. So there you go. There's Oreo cookie cake, pound cake. Looks delicious. So now we're gonna taste it. Okay, so here's the cake, guys, and these are my testers. So they're gonna hook it up and let us know how they like it. All right, here we go. Dylan's first. It's moist. Is it moist? A little crunch. All right.
Yeah, the piece.
There you go.
Pretty big piece.
Oh, there's Jordan. He had his own fork, his own spoon. Okay, okay. We'll get some results here in a minute.
Oh, wow.
Well, let me taste it now. Hello. Can I taste it? I'll use my son's. I'll use my son's. I think I want this one up here.
I didn't even try to do all the icing.
That's about to be crazy.
Probably the best piece.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, nah,
Wow. It's so good.
The bread.
Especially with the
Wow.
yeah, that's the one.
This is amazing.
No, that's I like that.
This is wow. Guys. You got to make it.
Down fire. That's fire.
I need a fork.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Give me another fork. I need to finish eating the rest of
Go
this.
ahead.
Oh my gosh, it's nice and moist. See, look how moist it is.
Good.
See how it sponges back at you. Thank you guys.
Of course.
Oh, see, look, they gone. I'm still sitting here eating this cake. Wow.
He has no idea at all. He has no idea.
Guys,
We have no idea.
it tastes just like a bakery cake, guys. This here, butter vanilla, I can taste it. It's amazing in this cake. Oh, and then when I add the cream cheese too, it just gives it a whole different texture. And the creaminess of it, oh my gosh, it's good. Well, hey. Well, guys, thanks for joining. Thank you for hanging in there with me and creating with me, you know. I really appreciate it. I'm having a great time just making these pound cakes and cooking food and just kind of sharing it with you guys, and it brings me joy. And so thank you guys who have subscribed to our channel, and your comments and your suggestions. I'm really, really grateful, and thank you so much for all your support. I hope you use these recipes for your family and your friends as well. Bring love, spread the love through food. And like I said, I'm gotta do my little food dance. I got some food. Okay, well, I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Thank you for joining again. We look forward to hanging out with you guys on the next video. Our family hashtag, what in God's delicious name. Love you guys.